Christina Aguilera has no regrets about her dirty past, but, as she revealed on The Drew Barrymore Show on Tuesday, February 28th, her wild looks and antics from yesteryear has presented its fair share of challenges now that she's raising young kids of her own. I knew it was coming the day I wore chaps. I was like, one day I know I'm going to be liked, because my daughter wants to wear a crop top too. And I am just like, can we just pull it down? I see myself doing that, the 43-year-old said.
Jenna Phillips is reflecting on a difficult conversation she had with her late father, John Phillips, on the eve of her 1995 wedding to Billy Baldwin. In a video shared to her YouTube channel, California Preachin' last week, Phillips, 56, revealed that John blindsided her with a really intense conversation the night before. He was set to walk her down the aisle. We talked about stuff that was pretty earth-shattering, and a lot had come to the surface, and my father was having a ton of feelings. And of course, that made me have a ton of feelings. And I remember I was up all night just weeping, and numb as well, she recalled. I would weep, and then I would go stoic again. And it was because my father had just revealed some really big information to me, and I just felt blindsided by it. Phillips did not reveal the specifics of her difficult conversation with the Mamas and the Papas singer John, who died of heart failure in 2001 at age 65. But the two had a complicated relationship over the years, and she said in the video that he'd missed her entire childhood because he was high. Phillips has also publicly supported her half-sister Mackenzie Phillips, who wrote in her 2009 memoir that she and John had an on-and-off sexual relationship for 10 years. Dolly Parton isn't holding a grudge against fellow musician Elle King after that widely panned birthday tribute. In a recent interview with Extra, Parton urged her fans to move on from the controversy surrounding King's seemingly inebriated rendition of Marry Me on Jan. 19, which made headlines. Ellie is really a great artist, the 10-time Grammy winner said. She's a great girl, and she's been going through a lot of hard things lately. She added, she just had a little too much to drink, so let's just forgive that and forget it and move on, because she felt worse than anybody ever could.
The Madam Web actress Dakota Johnson appears happy and relaxed while vacationing with Coldplay lead singer Chris Martin. The 50 Shades of Grey actress went on a Mexican getaway with Beau, days after the premiere of her latest film Madam Web. Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin, who had been in a relationship for years, were seen enjoying a day together at Punta Mita, Mexico.
The family of Beach Boys. Star Brian Wilson are seeking a conservatorship over concerns about the 81-year-old's health. Court documents obtained by several U.S. outlets claim the musician is suffering from a major neurocognitive disorder, such as dementia. Dolly Parton isn't one to hold grudges, and she wants her fans to follow her lead with Elle King's drunken birthday tribute for her. While addressing the infamous incident during an interview with Extra published Friday, the Queen of Country Music took the high road, even urging fans and music industry professionals to forgive and forget the whole debacle. Not only that, but the Jolene hitmaker seized the opportunity to extend her sympathies and well wishes to King, even praising her fellow country artist. Ella really is a great artist, Parton told the outlet. She's a great girl, and she's been going through a lot of hard things lately, she sympathized with King. Last month, the 34-year-old singer came under fire for ruining Dolly Parton's 78th birthday tribute, as she appeared on stage drunk, slurring her words, cussing out the audience, and not even remembering the lyrics to Parton's songs. Dakota Johnson has recently reflected on her worst time on the set of The Office. During an appearance on Late Night with Seth Meyers on Wednesday, The 50 Shades star revealed, "That was honestly the worst time of my life. I love that show so much." And they were like, "Do you want to be in this series finale?" And I was like, "Of course," thinking that I'd show up for like half a day. I was there for 2 weeks, and I'm barely in the show, stated the 34-year-old. Dakota, who played a new employee in the comedy's final episode in 2013, recalled everyone on the set was sad because it was ending at the time. Dishing out cast's reaction, the actress mentioned, "They were sad. And also, like, there were weird dynamics that had been going on for the last 10 years. Dakota also disclosed that she wanted to fit in with the casted, but didn't work out as no one really paid attention to her. "Some people didn't speak to each other, and I'm coming in like, ha ha ha, I'm so excited to be here, and no one wanted to talk to me," she jokingly said. The social network actress pointed out that she was spotted in the background in the series. To this, Seth added, "Can I tell you? I recently watched it, and it was some of the most believable faxing I've ever seen. And a lot of people, I think, mail it in when they're in the background of those shows." Dakota Johnson has recently reflected on her worst time on the set of The Office. During an appearance on Late Night with Seth Meyers on Wednesday, the 50 Shades star revealed, "That was honestly the worst time of my life. I love that show so much." And they were like, "Do you want to be in this series finale?" And I was like, "Of course," thinking that I'd show up for like half a day. I was there for 2 weeks, and I'm barely in the show, stated the 34-year-old. Dakota, who played a new employee in the comedy's final episode in 2013, recalled everyone on the set was sad because it was ending at the time. Dishing out cast's reaction, the actress mentioned, "They were sad. And also, like, there were weird dynamics that had been going on for the last 10 years. Dakota also disclosed that she wanted to fit in with the casted, but didn't work out as no one really paid attention to her. "Some people didn't speak to each other, and I'm coming in like, ha ha ha, I'm so excited to be here, and no one wanted to talk to me," she jokingly said. The social network actress pointed out that she was spotted in the background in the series. To this, Seth added, "Can I tell you? I recently watched it, and it was some of the most believable faxing I've ever seen. And a lot of people, I think, mail it in when they're in the background of those shows." Bradley Cooper invests in a Pennsylvania farmhouse close to Gigi Hadid's family. Bradley Cooper, known for his roles in movies like Maestro, recently invested $6.5 million in a sprawling 33-acre farm in Pennsylvania near Gigi Hadid's family home. Taylor Swift, omnipresent pop star and noted Kansas City Chiefs fan, sold her Dassault Falcon 900 private jet last month, Federal Aviation Administration records show. The plane, which Swift acquired in 2009, is listed at $44 million new, according to Business Jet Traveler. The sale leaves Swift with a single private jet, a Dassault Falcon 7X that seats about 12 passengers and has a normal range of around 6,150 miles. Swift's travel habits have made headlines recently. Per the Washington Post, the singer is reportedly threatening legal action against Florida college student Jack Sweeney, who has used publicly available data from the FAA and flight signals sourced from individual aviation enthusiasts to track Swift's private flights and post social media updates about her travel. Bruce Willis is inflicted with an untreatable condition, dementia. His wife, Emma Hemming, is set to release a book about her experience with being his caregiver. In a newsletter, the British model opened up about her upcoming book, For many people, their first touch point about this disease is received in their doctor's office. I think it's very important how this information from doctor to patient and loved one is relayed. She continued, having resources and information readily available is imperative. I know between my experience and other care partners that I have spoken to, our stories are unfortunately similar. Noting, we left that office with close to no resources or support and with a diagnosis that I could hardly pronounce. Last year, the family of Bruce announced the megastar has frontotemporal dementia after he was initially diagnosed with aphasia in 2022.
Dolly Parton is one of the most beloved country stars of all time, and one of her most well-known hits is 9 to 5, a song she wrote for the 1980 movie of the same name, which she also starred in. In February, she collaborated with rapper Pitbull to put a new spin on the tune. Pitbull released Trackhouse Daytona 500 Edition, a collection of 7 new songs on February 16th. One of them, a track called Powerful Women, features Parton. She speaks in the intro to the energetic song, and the chorus from 9 to 5 inches featured in its entirety. Later, Parton has a spoken verse about the same subject matter of the original song. She also does the outro along with Pitbull. She gives a shout-out to Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, her co-stars in the film.
Elena Rybakina hopes her strong affinity with the UAE will translate into success when she gets her Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open campaign underway. Rybakina is a frequent visitor to the UAE. She played in this tournament's inaugural edition last year, and in the one-off Abu Dhabi WTA Women's Tennis Open in 2021, an event created to help the schedule during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Kazakh World No. 5 has also played in 3 of the last 4 Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships, reaching the final on debut in 2020 when she lost in one of the greatest women's matches in the tournament's history. Rybakina also conducts her preseason training camps in the UAE, so is more familiar than most with the courts and conditions. We asked, what's the music that moves your heart? From left, Beyoncé, Joni Mitchell, Stevie Wonder, Frankie Valli. Wherever there is romance, there is music. And what better vehicle to express your feelings on Valentine's Day than the love song? The Star asked 9 local musicians and 1 visitor to share their favorite.
The Clark County Office of the Coroner Medical Examiner tells us that the cause of death has been ruled an accident for the Pawn Stars personality's son, who died in Las Vegas last month. TMZ was the first to report Adam's passing, after a representative for RH shared that Adam had died from a fatal OD. The Harrison family told TMZ shortly after his passing, "Our family is extremely saddened by the death of Adam. We ask for privacy as we grieve his loss." At the time, the Las Vegas Metro PD told us they were investigating the case. As we reported, Adam was struggling in the days leading up to his death, with former roommates telling cops that all was displaying erratic and strange behavior before allegedly barricading himself inside a guest house where he was staying. He reportedly had just been released from jail after serving 3 months behind bars, although we don't know the cause for his incarceration.
One thing Taylor Swift will do, and in fact, is an expert at doing, is leaving people guessing. Aside from being a force in music and popular culture, the performer is known for cultivating a sense of mystique, which permeates everything she does, from her songwriting to her choices in clothing. More often than not, the clothes she wears for public appearances give hints that pertain to her upcoming moves, oftentimes, album releases, through cuts, finishes and colors. If you're reading this and wondering if this writer suffers from a case of celebrity delusion, allow me to point out a past example. For the 2022 MTV VMAs, Swift's unexpected choice of a sparkling Oscar de la Renta mini dress resembled the night sky and ended up being a nod to her Midnights album, which was announced on the same night. Keep reading for 7 other times Swift has hinted at a new era, or provided a hidden message, through her fashion.
when Ayesha Curry announced to the world last week in her lifestyle magazine Sweet July that she and her husband, Golden State Warriors star Stephen Curry, were expecting their fourth child. She was stunned that it became worldwide news. "It's been overwhelming," Curry said of the reaction, not only by the media but also friends and family. "I actually didn't think people would care that much, given it's our fourth go-round. But also that makes me feel really warm and fuzzy inside, because it's nice to know that people care, and it feels really special that people feel so invested in this with us. So we're elated and grateful for all of the well wishes," Curry spoke to the Chronicle in a recent video interview ahead of the world premiere of the Netflix romantic comedy Irish Wish, in which she co-stars with Lindsay Lohan at the historic Paris Theatre in New York. The film will begin streaming on Netflix starting Friday, March 15th. Country music singer Morgan Wallen was arrested overnight in Nashville on felony charges after he allegedly threw a chair from a downtown rooftop for no legitimate purpose, police said. Wallen, 30, was booked into jail early Monday morning on 3 counts of reckless endangerment and 1 count of disorderly conduct in connection to the late Sunday night incident, the Metro Nashville Police Department reported. According to an arrest affidavit obtained by USA Today, at 10:53 p.m. local time, 2 police officers were standing in front of Chief's Bar in the city's entertainment district on Lower Broadway when they saw a chair fall from above and hit the street about 3 feet from them.